Okay, today, 2012 Hyundai Elantra is getting more mechanic. My brake pads is sticking. It needs a new caliper. So I am going to show you how to change out the caliper. Hillbilly style without a jack, except for I only got the car jack. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Let's do it!
Yeah!
With Kit Kat. Hey, what's the first thing we need to do?
First, take off the tire.
Come on, we can change that with the tire on, can't we?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to get to it because it's behind the tire?
Magic.
Boom!
Okay,
it's done. It didn't work.
No, you're not a magician, neither am I. So let's just jack
it. Hey, I can do card magic.
Okay. So let's jack this thing up. Jack it up with the jack and loosen up the tires. Okay, first you got to loosen up all these lug nuts just a little bit before you jack it up. Because if you try to do it with this jack, it jacked up, it'll probably fall on you. Because it's not stable. I'll show you how to make it stable. So, first we're going to loosen all these up. Just a little. And I done already loosened up these. So, there's that. Then you jack it up.
We'll come back when it's jacked up.
Yep.
Okay. So far, we're just turning it a little bit to get it in on the car properly. And it just rained, so we're going to get extra muddy.
Well, wet. Or
wet,
gravel.
Yeah. Ow, that hurts.
Now how you get it is the groove goes with this metal.
What?
Right here, this metal goes in the groove. Like so. Now, it's a pain in the butt using this type of jack, but when you ain't got a real jack, you gotta improvise. First, you hook this in through the hole. See, this has the twirly. This has a hole. It goes in just like so. And then, yeah, crank it up. Crank it up. Crank it up. It'll slip out some. We'll be right back when it's fully jacked up. Okay, for safety reasons, I always get like a block, 2x4s, jack it up high enough to make sure it's off the ground. And all the weight of the car is on my 2x4s that's on this block. So that way, it's impossible for it to fall on me or Katrina. Now, the jack.
Now the jack.
See the jack now. Katrina or Kit Kat, whichever name you want to go by, is going to take the wheel off. This is going to be interesting. I've done loosened it for her.
Which way do I go again? That way. I mean, I know we talked about it beforehand.
I have to tell her lefty loosey, righty tighty. Yes, Mama Kitty. When you heard her say Mama in the previous video, that is who she's talking to.
The cat.
Mama Kitty. And that's Snowflake.
Woo!
Well, back to her. You got one off.
Ew, I'm muddy.
Yeah, you're nutty.
You said you loosened them.
I did loosen it some, not much. Alright, I'm going to pause it until it's time to take the wheel off. Alright, get that wheel off. And put it out of the way.
Surprisingly, that's light.
Alright, I got these loose. There's a nut back here. You follow this hose. You can see this right here. This nut right here has got to come off. We're using a, what size was this?
14.
No, a 12. I'm
12,
using a 12.
sorry. Wrong one.
Goes right over it. And then I'll take it off.
I have the 14 millimeter. So we're going to take it off. Be right back.
Take off the caliper. You got to loosen this bolt. And if I can find it with the phone, this bolt. Actually, not loosen it. You got to take them out. So you can take the caliper off.
Oh, hold up. You might want to re-say that. The size of his bolt is... I started videoing a little late.
Okay, ready? The size of the socket is 14 metric. And I've got to switch this.
Whoops. Sorry, I was recording my shoe, y'all.
Don't want to take this one all the way out until you loosen the bottom one. Since she's at the angle she is, she really can't see.
Yeah, sorry.
But you get the... I like to take the bottom one out first. I was taking out the top one, it could go this way. I'd rather take the bottom one out. You can do either or. Alright, we got our bolts out. I got this bolt out, this bolt out, this bolt out. Off comes the caliper. Now, this will go back to the auto store. And they'll give me some money because they're going to send it and get it fixed and then make quite a bit of money.
It's dripping on you.
Oops, brake fluid. All right, let's grab the new one. All right, well, I wasn't thinking this is part of the caliper, so it's got to come off. So first, let's take these brake pads off. That's their brand new brake pads. And then... caliper's in my way. Alright, there's some bolts. Gotta take this bolt off and this bolt off. It's a 17 metric. Alright, we're gonna take it off. Alright, now we're gonna put these pieces onto the caliper thing. They just slide right on. Pop right on, just snap, and these is to help protect everything and help the pads to slide in. I'll show you. So here's the pad, here's my front pad. Oops. It would help if I put it on the right direction. See, the pad slides right into that gap, and it just pops right in. And same thing for the back. Alright, I didn't record everything I did, but basically I took these two bolts out that I told you. But because this caliper's so tight on here, I'm putting it on. You put it back on just like it came off. You just have to look for the bolts. And then tighten it down real good and tight. And then you want to loosen these to get this off.
Oh, sorry. Repeat.
I've loosened it with the wrench. Now it's time to take off the new caliper part. We'll be right back with the rest. All right, now the next thing is we're going to go ahead and put this on. I could go ahead and put the hose on, but I'll put it on last. It just slides right over. Your bolt goes in. Just like so. Bottom one, same concept. Slide it right in. Bolt on. All right, let me tighten it down. Okay, now the last part. You see there's a little bitty hole right here and then a big one. This notch goes into the little bitty hole. And then the other bolt will go inside as soon as we find it.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, I forgot to mention, this has 2 washers. One washer needs to be on one side, one washer on the other side. So I can't hold this and record, and Kit Kat can't reach over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the washer on each side and then put the bolt in. The next step is I've got this bolt on. You see this piece right here, this rubber piece? I've got to pop it off. Oh, and I got to get a wrench that will fit it. So that way it'll bleed out. All the air will bleed out. Okay, what's going on now is after I got this on, Katrina is pumping the brake until it gets real tight. We're bleeding the line. What she's doing is she's getting air out. Since this ain't clear, you can't see bubbles and stuff. She's getting air out of this line. And then, say it is tight. Okay, my battery ran dead. I was at 3%.
On his phone.
On my phone. So I didn't get the last of it. What you do is you pump it 3 times, and then on the 4th one, you hold it. You do this, and while one person is doing that, on the hold, the person would loosen up the bolt that I showed you previously on the video. Now, here's the thing. It takes a lot of pumps and holds to get the fluid to come out.
It took us an hour and 30 minutes.
The only reason why it took so long was we wasn't doing it exactly correctly.
Yeah. Other than once we figured it out, it only took 30 minutes. I
called a friend of mine, and he told me to just continue pumping 3 times, 4th time hold. He said, and eventually it'd come out. After doing that for a while, about 5 minutes of it, then it started coming out. So there's the footnote that a lot of people on other YouTubes, because I even looked at other YouTubes, they did not fill this in. So it takes multiple 3 times, and on the 4th one hold, then the person opens it up and bleeds it before it starts coming out. So other than that, I'm tired. I'm sleepy.
I'm tired too.
Have a blessed day. Have fun mechanicking if you like it.
I don't like changing a caliper. It's no fun.
I don't like any of it. But I do it when I have to. God bless.
Bye.
Bye. To keep up with the new posts, be sure and subscribe and hit that bell to follow. If you like what you see and what you hear, be sure and hit that like button and make sure you share it with all your friends. Leave me a comment on what you think about the video, any suggestions.